Hello, my dear students of grade 10th. It is my third period of Geography, chapter 1. And the one topic was left, the classification of resources. One classification was left, and that is classification of resources on the basis of stages of development. Dear students, on the basis of development, resources can be classified into different ways. First of all, potential resources. Dear students, as you know that resources which are found in a region but have not been utilized on large scale are known as potential resources. They are available in a specific regions, but they have been not utilized on large scale in the welfare of human beings or for the purpose of development of country. For example, the western parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat have enormous potential of solar energy as well as wind energy. But these resources are not used on large scale. These resources do not produce on large scale for the development of country as well as for the welfare of human beings. But it is true that these states have potential to produce such type of resources on large scale, and it will fulfill the needs of our future generations. The development of these resources depend completely on technology and institutional setup. The example of these resources: the solar energy, wind energy. Solar energy and wind energy. There is enormous possibility of production of solar energy and wind energy in our country, especially in the western parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat. Dear students, you know that western parts of Rajasthan is considered as the desert regions. Western part of Gujarat is always known as coastal areas. So therefore, there is a great possibility for the production of solar energy and wind energy in these regions. But due to the lack of technology, these resources cannot be developed on large scale for the purpose of development and to fulfill the needs of energy resources of people. Second, developed resources. Dear students, developed resources are present in limited quantity. The resources which are surveyed and their quality and quantity has been determined are known as developed resources. For example, coal, petroleum, these energy resources are present in limited quantity. These are exhaustible. If we don't use judicially then these can be exhausted. So, developed energy are also known as non-renewable resources, coal and petroleum. Developed resources, you can define it, the resources which are surveyed and determined to use are known as developed resources, coal and petroleum. These resources are being used on large scale in our country for the purpose of development. Third, stock. Dear students, there are enormous materials present in our environment that can be more valuable for us after utilizing these. The development of technology and institutional setup are important factors for utilization of the natural materials that are present in our environment. They are known as stock. So you can define the stock that the natural materials which are present in our environment, which have potential to satisfy the human needs, but human beings do not have appropriate technology and institution to use these resources. That is why it is known as stock. Example, natural materials present in our environment. It is present in different forms like sunlight, wind. Both are more valuable, and using sunlight and wind power we can convert them into valuable energy resources. And another examples of this, dear students, you know that water is a compound of two inflammable gases. They are hydrogen and oxygen, which can be used as a rich source of energy. But it is not possible at present due to the lack of appropriate or developed technology or institutional setup. Now, third, reserves. Dear students, reserves are the subset of stock. Both are same, but we can put certain natural materials in our stocks and some of them in reserves. The materials which are reserved for the use of resource development, it completely depends on available technology and institutional setup. These can be used for meeting the needs of our future generation after the development of technology and institutional setup. Suppose hydroelectricity. There is enormous possibilities for the production of hydroelectricity in our country. Dear students, you know that India is a land of rivers. There are several big rivers flow through our country. Many of them originate from the Himalayas. Many of them originate from the Peninsular Plateau and from the Western Ghats. We can produce hydroelectricity on large scale for the purpose of energy production, and we can fulfill our needs of energy resources. Thank you very much.